A military transport plane crashed and burst into flames near a highway in northeastern Ukraine on Friday evening, killing at least 26 people. The aircraft carrying Air Force cadets crashed while trying to land during a training exercise. The State Emergency Service of Ukraine said 27 people had been on board the plane, 7 crew members and 20 students. Only 1 cadet managed to survive. Rescue workers were seen inspecting the smoking wreckage near the town of Chukov. An investigation has started on what caused the crash. Regional Governor Oleksiy Kuchar told local media that a pilot reported failure in the left engine of the plane. An eyewitness who was driving along the road said he saw a man in flames running from the plane after the crash.
Strawberry sabotage of the most sinister kind. A needle hidden inside this sweet snack only discovered when Erin Gelkin bit into it, pricking her tongue. The mystery pin sending Mitchell and his girlfriend Erin for a needle of another kind.
We've had to go to the hospital, get a tetanus shot. We're also getting a blood test for her as well.
Alerting authorities, police seizing the berries as evidence.
They just took away the needle, the strawberry packet. Took a photo receipt and evidence, put it in evidence bags and taken it away.
The health department investigating too.
I've contacted Queensland Health because that's where the strawberries have come from, and they're going to do their own little internal investigation, I believe.
The address for the strawberry farm on the punnet led us here to a property owned by Donnybrook Berries, but the offending needle could have been placed in the fruit anywhere along the packaging or distribution process.
South Korea's presidential office says it will demand North Korea carry out an additional investigation into the fatal shooting of the South Korean government worker and request a joint probe if necessary. This was decided at a National Security Council meeting late Friday, as there were differences in Seoul's intelligence analysis and Pyongyang's account of the incident. South Korea's military announced that North Korean troops shot and burned the man's body in the North's waters. The 47-year-old went missing Monday from a patrol boat while on duty near Yeonpyeongdo Island off the country's west coast. North Korea claimed that its troops set fire to the floating object the man was using, not his body. Another question that remains to be answered is whether the man had the intention of defecting to the north. Seoul's military officials said evidence suggests the man may have jumped into the sea in an attempt to defect, but Pyongyang said the illegal intruder didn't respond sincerely to verbal security checks and tried to flee.
President Trump is expected to announce on Saturday that he's nominating the conservative judge Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court. The Republican-dominated Senate will then confirm her in a vote before the election, and the Democrats are powerless to stop it. The court will then have 6 Republican justices and 3 Democrat ones.
They're all great. It could be any one of them. It could be actually anyone on the list. They're outstanding. But I'll be announcing tomorrow at the White House.
President Trump will then have managed to appoint 3 justices in just 1 term in office. A staunch Catholic judge, Amy Coney Barrett, has described abortion as, quote, always immoral. Democrat Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who is lying in state, is reported by her granddaughter to have said that, quote, my most fervent wish is that I will not be replaced until a new president is installed.
A lawyer for the teenager charged with killing 2 protesters and injuring another during demonstrations against racial injustice in Kenosha, Wisconsin, told a court hearing on Friday that he will fight his extradition from Illinois.
Morning, Mr. Rittenhouse.
Morning, Your Honor.
All right, very well.
17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse participated in the hearing at the Lake County Circuit Court in Illinois via Zoom from the detention facility where he is being held.
We intend to challenge extradition by writ of habeas corpus.
His lawyer, John Pierce, who has said his client acted in self-defense, indicated he would challenge the legal basis for his detainment in fighting his extradition.
These were scenes witnessed across Turkey in 2014, acts of terrorism and violence incited by the PKK terror group. The violence lasted for days, left 37 people dead, hundreds injured, and caused widespread damage. Now, Turkey has launched an operation against supporters of the terror group over the attacks, and Turkey's public prosecutor's office has issued arrest warrants for 82 suspects. The warrants are linked to attacks incited by the PKK, a media organization linked to the terror group and members of the People's Democratic Party, HDP. So far, at least 18 people, including senior politicians, have been detained in the operation.
Obviously, if you've read Indian history, you'd have heard about the British East India Company. The company had ruled India for almost about 200 years. It plundered India, looted its artifacts, traded slaves, and of course, laid the foundation of the British Raj in India. Now, the reason why we are talking about the British East India Company is because, in a very curious twist of fate, this British East India Company that had set up its empire in India is now being owned by an Indian.
This rat is a hero. Magawa has been given an Animal Bravery Award for sniffing out dozens of landmines in Cambodia. Magawa is an African giant pouched rat and he has been working to clear landmines for 7 years. Till date, he has detected 39 landmines and 28 items of unexploded ordnance. The People's Dispensary for Sick Animals, PDSA, a veterinary charity in the United Kingdom, gave Magawa a gold medal, making him the first non-canine in the non-profit's history to receive the honor. A Dutch non-profit organization called APOPO, whose name in English translates to Anti-Personnel Landmines Removal Product Development, trains rats like Magawa to sniff out landmines, as rats are the only animals that can safely detect landmines because of their light weight and sense of smell.
Now, where we told you about the grounding of Mango flights from midnight tonight after SAA Technical has withdrawn its maintenance services with immediate effect due to payment issues.
So, Morena, what we do understand is that we got an indication earlier this morning that SAA Technical will be withdrawing its services specifically to Mango Airline as of midnight tonight. And that is concerning because any aircraft that needs to take off needs to have a technical crew on standby available. And if the technical crew is withdrawing services, what does that mean for its flights?
Former Congressman Ron Paul suffers a major medical incident, and it was broadcast live. The 85-year-old physician was taking questions on his live streaming YouTube channel when he started slurring speech and talking gibberish. His guest was in complete shock.
Dr. Paul?
Dr. Andrew Rogove of South Shore University Hospital in New York said the incident looks like the signs of a stroke.
With the
difficulty speaking in the facial droop, it's very concerning for a stroke.
Today, Paul seemed to be feeling better, posting a thumbs-up photo from his hospital room. His son, Senator Rand Paul of Kentucky, tweeted, "Thank God Dad is doing well."